So as I told you, there were like a lot of people writing me on Instagram, like, hey, how can you travel so long? And how do you do it? And a lot of them, I could feel there was a lot of like jealousy, a lot of envy, and not just from the positive side, that they were actually appreciating what I'm doing, but also more from the negative side. And when I felt that, I was really saying like, okay, so why don't you do it? Okay, you can do the same. Like, what's holding you back? So did I. I had a total different career, and I made this active decision, and with that I worked for it to finally arrive in this digital nomad life. And mostly people just don't want it. For them it's more like this romantic imagination, but they don't want to work for it. Why? Because it's not their passion. Okay, and their passion is somewhere else. And a passion means, for this digital nomad lifestyle, you have to give up something, okay? And for most people that had like this negative envy, this was giving up on their old life. They were way too comfortable in their like 9 to 5 job, in their like relationships that they're actually unhappy with. They were way too comfortable in sleeping every night in their own bed. That's maximum. This was a little bit of like complaining, but never became a true ambition to become a digital nomad and change something. So that's why I really want to talk about your motivation that you have to bring to the table to make Paradise successful for you. And therefore, I want to use the golden circle model. So the golden circle model, as it says, is a circle, and it consists out of an inner section, a middle section, and an outer section. And the inner section is the why. Okay, so that means, so everything you gotta see is your doing, okay, like your life. And the inner section, the most important part, defines your purpose. Why are you doing what you're doing? What is the core motivation behind everything, And after this comes the how, and the how means like, okay, which actions and methods are you actually doing to fulfill your process to get to the what, which is the reflection, the results as the proof of your process. So I give you an example. The why Tesla is, for example, doing electric cars. So the reason is for them to lead the world into a fossil gasoline-free future. Okay, how they do it? With all this like huge company structures, with their factory, with their know-how, and what is like that they actually deliver electric cars, very good cars, to all over the world. And coming to you as a digital nomad, what is your why? So it's very important, before we start all of this, that you know about your why. And this why cannot just be a hobby of like, hey, oh, you have it so well, it would be cool to sometimes be able to travel as you as well. No, this why comes to your passion. And this purpose as your passion is something that you live for and that you might also die for. Of course, not like in the literal meaning, but what you do for a passion. What's the big difference between a passion and a hobby is that you're actually willing to give something up for it. And as a digital nomad, you have to give up something. And this is exactly that those people that are negatively showing you envy are not willing to give up. Like mostly this stable life, this comfort of just working 9 to 5 in an office, but don't really have to be productive, this comfort of sleeping in the same bed. This is something that you give up for your passion, and the passion will be your basis of all of your decision. And for a digital nomad, I think this is passionate living, making new experiences, and feeling this absolute freedom as the core tenets of digital nomadism. And this was exactly how it was for me. Everything I started to do was like just about this goal. When can I finally get on this plane, leave and live the life I wanted to? And I clearly know that was my passion. And this is also, that was my drive through all of this time. And this is why I think that I became eventually successful. And ask yourself at this point, am I bringing this drive? Do I just want to travel sometimes? Or do I need a break from my 9 to 5 job? Or do I actually live passionately for making new experiences in absolute freedom? If you do, I can promise you right now, you're in the total right place. And Paradised will be your way to actually achieve this. And I can 100% guarantee that you will have success with this.